Hello, dear students. This one is the second video for you. I have uploaded a printed page about Kamala Das. Although I have introduced Kamala Das in your previous video, in your former video, but this is the printed page. You should have such pages in your record. You should get the printed form of these pages. These pages are going to be highly useful for your further studies, for your PG classes and for your NET SLAT exam. I am going to read out the important parts of the introduction of Kamala Das. Kamala Das was born in Pannayurkulam in southern Malabar. Malabar is in Kerala state in 1934 and was educated mainly at home. She lives in Bombay. Now she is not living in Bombay because she died in 2009. A bilingual writer, her works in English and Malayalam includes Summer in Calcutta. These are the volumes of her poetry. Summer in Calcutta, The Descendants, The Old Playhouse and Other Poems, and My Story, an autobiography. She has written her autobiography. What is an autobiography? Autobiography is the life story written by the writer himself or herself. A few of her stories originally written in Malayalam and are published in modern Indian short stories and anthology. So this is the big volume, large volume of the output of the production by Kamala Das. तो सो दो तीन इम्पोर्टेंट वॉल्यूम्स आप याद कर लीजिएगा. दैट विल बी इनफ. समर इन कलकत्ता, द डिसेंडेंट्स, द ओल्ड प्ले हाउस एंड अदर पॉइंट्स. नाउ आई कम टू द सेकेंड paragraph of this page. In the second paragraph, the important points of her poetry have been described. Though I have summarized these characteristics in our previous lecture with a frankness and openness. Frankness, openness and boldness. ये क्वालिटीज हैं कमला दास की लाइफ की भी. शी डजंट हाइड एनीथिंग फ्रॉम हर रीडर. A woman is expected to be shy and modest. एक महिला के लिए हमारे दिल और दिमाग में पिक्चर ये है कि वह शालीन होगी, वह शर्मीली होगी और वह इस प्रकार की बातें नहीं करेगी. बट शी ओपनली टॉक्स ऑफ सेक्स, ऑफ हर ओन लाइफ, inner poetry in the Indian unusual in the Indian context. This is very unusual. This is very abnormal, unexpected in the Indian context. Kamala Das expresses her need for love. These are the important lines. वह कहती है पोइट्री के अंदर कि yes, I want sex, I want love. What is overpowering about her poems is their sense of urgency. They literally boil over. For instance, the old playhouse, the looking glass, the freaks, ये सब titles उसकी poems के. In substitutes, these are the very two important lines. She tells her rather cynically what her experience of love turned out to be. In these two lines, she admits that there is no discipline in her domestic life, in her sexual life. No discipline at all. क्या लाइन्स हैं? After that, love became a swivel door. Swivel door जो घूमता है, ऐसा दरवाज़ा बन गया जो मेरा बेडरूम कि where one went out कि एक प्रेमी गया, another came in, और दूसरा अंदर आ गया. So why unusual in the Indian context? This is unusual in the Indian context. If I had been teaching these lines to you in the classroom, I must have felt shy, because we are living in the Indian context. But here in our syllabus, we have a poetess who says that yes, I have not one lover in my life. One went out and another came in. That is why Kamala Das is called a social rebel. That is why Kamala Das is called a confessional poetess. And the despair is infectious. Nirasha hai. She is not happy with her life. Few of her poems have in fact escaped it in an introduction. It provides a focus for an exercise in autobiography. On the other hand, her reminiscences of childhood at Nalpat House. Nalpat House was her ancestral house, her family house, are tinged with nostalgia, mixed with nostalgia, desire to relive past, as in Hot Known in Malabar and My Grandmother's House. These two poems have been prescribed in your syllabus, and they are rich in the sense of nostalgia. She writes, क्या लिखती है वो? These are again important lines. From every city I have lived, I have remembered the noons in Malabar, and an ache pain growing inside me, a homesickness. होमसिकनेस, घर की याद है, उसे अपने बाप के घर की, उसे माँ के घर की बहुत याद आती है, और वह चाहती है कि वह दोबारा से वो जीवन दोबारा से जिए. Kamala Das impresses by being very much herself in her poems. The tone is distinctly feminine. Feminine, महिला की, distinctly, clearly. So this is the second video about the introduction of Kamala Das. And in your next videos, I am going to come to her poems prescribed in your syllabus, A Hot Known in Malabar and My Grandmother's House. Okay.